Hi, everybody. I would like to introduce myself. So I'm Yelling from the Renova Cloud, and now I'm currently based in Myanmar and working as a senior cloud solution architect. So today I would like to talk about how does cloud-based disaster recovery work. So, let's start the show. Today I will be discussing about the three main topics. The first one is why we need to use the cloud-based disaster recovery, and the second one is when we do and when we use the disaster recovery, most of the common challenge what we face. The last one is the comprising of CloudEndure and AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery Solution. If we use the Cloud Disaster Recovery Solution, we have two main products in the AWS. So the one is the CloudEndure, and another one is the AWS Native Elastic Disaster Recovery Solution. So what is the difference between two of them? Okay, so the first one. Why we need to use a cloud-based disaster recovery solution? What is disaster recovery solution? So we already used to with that kind of work. We always have to set up the DR solution when we have an infrastructure. So for example, we set up the data center on premise, and we have to choose another location to set up the disaster recovery site. The main purpose is in case something bad happening on the data center, for example, power outage or something natural disasters happening on the DC, our application have to survive during that kind of event. That's why we have to set up the disaster recovery site. Okay, so we most of we already know about the disaster recovery solution purpose. Okay, so now we have to talk about traditional disaster recovery and cloud-based disaster recovery. So a long ago, we set up the DR on the on-premise as a traditional, but nowadays is a cloud-based. All of the customer, all of the enterprise is already running their infrastructure on the cloud. So we have to think about the DR running on the cloud. What is the difference between traditional DR and cloud DR? Okay, so if we set up the traditional DR on the on-premise, we have to face a lot of some issue. It look like, for example, when we set up the DR on the on-premise, we have to set up is the same with the DC because DR means we replicate the DC data to the DR. So DR must be the same site with the DC. So when we set up the DR on the on-premise, we have to buy at first we have to choose the right location. So we have to set up the for example infrastructure building, facility, air conditioning, power line, everything we have to set up the same with the DC. And then we have to buy a lot of hardware, physical hardware and server. We have to pay a lot of money for that kind of physical hardware and server. And then we have to set up the server, and we need to use a lot of human resources on the setup of the DR. So when we set up the traditional DR on the on-premise, we can cost a lot of hardware charges. This is a recovery facility charges look like the location, building, power, air conditioning, even for the building security, this look like. Yeah. So we need to use a lot of human resources to set up and monitoring and to controlling the DR side. So we before we use the DR, we have to pay a lot of money to set up the traditional DR on the on-premise. Okay. Another point is in case or if we data center data is grow a lot of data. For example, we data for the 2022, we are serving the application for 2 million people, 2 million customers. But 2023, our business very grow, and application user is really big grow from 2 million to 5 million. So DC is very big growth because of a lot of user and a lot of data. Okay, so how about the DIA? So we have to also increase the DIA size, and we need to spend a lot of money to increase and expand the DIA size on the on-premise. Okay, there's a pain point. So another one is, okay, we set up the DIA on the on-premise. We need to run a trade test, because DIA is to stand by for the DC. If DC something happening, DIA have to run properly, and our application have to survive. So we have to test the DIA side, and everything is looking good, or everything is proper running or something. So if we use the traditional DIA side, it is very difficult to test separation for non-production and production at DIA. So that's we face a lot of pain point if we set up the DIA on the on-premise. So okay, so what is the solution? How about for the cloud DIA? So okay, if we use the cloud DIA, we can face a lot of issue when we face on the on-premise DIA. So if we set up the DIA side on the cloud, we don't need to pay upfront cost for the buying the server, choosing the location, power, internet, air conditioning, blah blah blah. We don't need to pay upfront cost. On the cloud, we just need to pay what we use, and cloud purchasing model is pay as you go. So we don't need to pay too much upfront cost. We have to pay what we use or what we take on the cloud. Okay, so that is one of the benefit. Another benefit is we don't need to spend too much human resources to set up the DIA on the cloud. We just need to use only one cloud engineer or cloud architect to set up the DIA on the cloud. We don't need to use a lot of people, a lot of engineering, a lot of architect to set up the DIA. Just only one architect or one engineering to set up the DIA. That's all very easy to set up and very easy to manage on the cloud. Another one is we can use the automation. It means, for example, we would like to set up the 100 server on the DIA side on the cloud. We can use the automation tools like, for example, CloudFormation or something like the Terraform. We can use the automation. We don't need to set up the 100 server manually one by one. We don't need to use. Yeah, we just use the automation tools and just click 100% 100 server where we set up automatically and just finish in a minute. Yeah. Okay. So another benefit is easy and repeatable testing. So okay, when we set up the DIA on the cloud, so we can use, for example, we can use the automation template, or we can use the, for example, image AMI, something like that. Okay, we can use that image and that template repeatedly. For example, okay, we set up the DIA side on the cloud. Okay, we launch a trade test, but it is not okay and state issue. It's okay, don't worry. We can run again and we can test again. Easy going. We don't need to worry about the if we drill out everything is not good. How about for the solution? We don't need to worry about this. We can run the repeatable and we can use it easily. Okay, so the last one of the big benefit is system up in a minute. That is the biggest benefit of the cloud. If we set up the traditional DIA on the on-premise, we need to spend a lot of money and a lot of time, because as you know, purchasing the hardware and set up the building, set up the rack in the data center is not easy. It takes a lot of time and it spends a lot of money and human resources. Like on the cloud, we can set up the whole infrastructure on the cloud in a minute without one or two architect and engineer. We don't need to use too much human resources, and we don't need to pay the upfront cost on the cloud. Okay, so that's why nowadays a lot of enterprise company and enterprise customer are moving to the cloud, and they are trying to set up their this is a recovery site on the cloud. Yeah. So another one is okay. So some customer or some enterprise customer talk to me. Okay, we did a backup, bro. We don't need to use the DR because in case DC, in case some event or some disaster issue on the DC, we did a backup. So in case DC down, we can restore the backup data and we can run the DC again. We don't need to use that DR. Okay, hold on. What is the difference between backup and disaster recovery? Okay, so okay, let's think about it. Okay, backup is backup solution, not the disaster recovery. So that's a two. That two is really different. Backup is only to use the protect data. For example, uh, we would like to take a backup once per week or once per day. So, for example, uh, uh, we take the backup of the database every 6 p.m. Every Friday. So database only will be backup only on a Friday 6 p.m. Okay, in case database is going down on the Monday, we can lose the data during Sunday and Saturday. So backup is only protect the data if we take the backup on the once per week. The data will be maintained, the less data will be maintained around what we take the backup on this week or last week. So another one is the backup is not really fast on the recovery. For example, database. If we backup the database and then we restore the database to the source, it will take a lot of time. It's not fast. It is not easy. So if we use the backup, we have to think about is RTO and RPO because we cannot backup every 5 minutes. Okay, if we backup every 5 minutes, it will take we need to set up a lot of and we have to prepare a lot of storage session and for example blah blah blah. So we cannot backup every 5 minutes for every server and every application and every statement. Okay, so backup is normally some customer use once per week or sometimes they use once per day. So if we have only the backup data and the data center is going down, we can think about the RTO and RBO. How many data can be lost or when we restoring, how many time can take for the restoring time. Okay, so backup is not the right solution for the disaster recovery. So okay, so for on the other side, this is a recovery. So DR is the recovery operational workload. So we use that this is a recovery. This is a recovery solution where we replicate our source server data in every minute and every, for example, every 5 minutes or every 4 minutes, they are always trying to replicate our data from data center to the DR side. So in case data center is going down, we our latest data on the DR side is around we can lose around maybe 5 minute data or 10 minute data. We don't need to lose a lot of data because of this is a recovery. Always replicate our data from data center to the DR side, and then DR solution is faster recovery because DC going down. We just launch the DR side. DC going. DC down, launch the DR side. We don't need to restore anything. We don't need to set up anything. Just launch the DR side. So application can survive during that kind of situation. So customer cannot sometimes customer will not be known about the DC going down because DR is really fast to launch and really fast recovery. So around it can take around a minute or around for the big infra, it can take around 1 hour just like that. So we don't need to spend too much to launch a DR. DR is really fast for recovery. And then this is a recovery is a chain-based replication. It means, okay, first time they will replicate 100% data of our server to the DR side. Later, uh, data is increased on the DC side. This is a recovery solution where we replicate incrementally to the DR side. It will not replicate 100% again. So it is really fast and really up-to-date on the DR side. Okay, so backup and DR is really different. It is not the same solution. So we don't need to think about backup for the DR. So DR is a DR. So okay, so another one is common disaster recovery challenges. Okay, so what is the common disaster recovery challenges? So okay, when we set up the DR, a lot of customer, a lot of business facing some issue when set up the DR. So there is a common challenges. Okay, diverse infrastructure and OS type. Okay, so many organizations, a lot of enterprise organizations have a lot of different type of infrastructure and different type of server operating system and version. Okay, sometimes they will use a lot of Microsoft, and then they will use Linux, Red Hat, or SandWest, and a lot of version they are using. Okay, so when we set up the DR, it is one of the challenge because they are running a lot of server on a lot of version. Some server where we run as a physically, and some server where we running as a virtual machine. Okay, so how will we replicate as a DR for that kind of a lot of different type of server and a lot of different type of operating system? Another challenge is machine compatibility issue. Okay, so compatibility issue is for example we want to replicate the source server from the on-premise to the cloud or on-premise to another on-premise. Okay, the source server is running the server on the physical server, and they use a lot of library, or they use a lot of, for example, dependency. Okay, if we replicate the server to the DR side, okay, DR side already include the dependency requirement library or dependency requirement version. So that is the compatibility issue. So server can be run properly on the DR side because that service need a lot of dependency and a lot of requirement. So that is the one of the common challenge one side of the DR. Another challenge is inability to achieve the recovery objective. It is the RTO and RPO. So okay, RTO and RPO is need to think about seriously for the DR. Okay, how many RTO and RPO can we get for example, when the DC down? Okay, how many data we can lose? How many time we can give for the downtime? Just like that. So RTO and RPO is we have to think about seriously for the DR. One set of the DR. Another challenge is the replicating busy, continuously changing the workload. For example, database, for example, SAP application. Okay, that kind of server and that kind of database is always changing the data because every time, every second, data is writing to the disk and always update and always changing. So if we replicate that kind of database and SAP, we can get the latest data in case the source server is going down because they are really changing and really updating the data every time, every second. Okay, so that is one of the common challenge. Another one is the test and drain operation. Okay, as I told you already earlier, okay, once set up the DR, we have to launch the drain and test for the DR because DR is really important. When the DC going down, DR need to run properly and need to running the application is need to run the smoothly. So after we set up the DR, we have to do a drain test. If we don't do a drain test, in the same day, DC is really going down, we can launch the DR, business is going down too. Okay, so we need to test, we need to launch the drain before the big event happening. Okay, so that is one of the common challenges. Some customers set up the DR, but that kind of their DI is really difficult to test, the launch and test because of SAN limitation and SAN requirement. So that is one of the common challenge one set of the DI. Another one is the high cost. High cost because DI is need to replicate a lot of everything from the DC to the DI. Need to replicate everything. So it can be cost a lot of money because we have to replicate everything from DC to the DI. So we need to use a lot of resources, a lot of server or a lot of licensing or something like that. So we have to pay a lot of money upfront costs. We have to use a lot of money to replicate everything from DC to the DI. Okay, another challenge is different DR2 for different application. Okay, every organization running a lot of application on their organization. So some kind of application is not replicate 100% with some kind of DR2. For example, database. Okay, we replicate the database from the DC to the DR, but when we launch on the DR, database running, but not including any table and any data. That's the issue. Okay, so challenge is some application or some kind of workload need to use a different tools to replicate from DC to DR. So that is one of the main challenge. Another one is the scaling up and down. Okay, what if DC is, for example, scaling up because of a lot of customer usage and a lot of application resources? We have to scale up the DR2 because we need to replicate everything from DC to the DR. Okay, what if DC is scaled down because of some kind of workload is removed and some server is already stored because business don't need to use anymore. So DC size is going down. Okay, how about for DR? We have to scale down too because if we don't scale down on the DR, we have to pay a lot of money for it. So scale up and scale down can be do easily or not. That is one of the common challenge when we set up the DR. Okay, so that is a common challenge when we set up and running the DR. Okay, so how can we face that kind of common challenge and how can we take over? Okay, so let's take this is a recovery. So okay, where we we will use the cloud DR. Okay, what kind of tool is the best solution? Okay, AWS have
Hello, Yelin. Yeah,
yes,
I would like to cut down for you a bit. Because we
yes.
have one question regarding the last part. Our attendee he asked on the cloud base related to Accent RPO and RTO. So how determine the on the service level agreement on the cloud base? Yeah.
Okay, on the cloud base related to the exchange, I do review how to determine on the service level agreement. Okay, I can't answer this slide because I need to say something in later during this slide. Or can I answer immediately or later?
Yeah. I think can be later if we will include in this slide. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, thank you. Okay, so how about to use the let's say this is a recovery on the cloud. It means okay, we will use the CloudEndure solution. Okay, AWS has two main products. One is the CloudEndure, and another one is the AWS EDR solution. We call it EDR. So long term is let's say this is a recovery solution. So it is the AWS native DR solution. So okay, EDR is very flexible, reliable, and highly automated. Okay, flexible means we can replicate any source data from anywhere. Okay, so for example, we can replicate the data from on-premise or other cloud or whatever. Okay, another one is AWS EDR is already supported a lot of operating system, and a lot of version, a lot of application, a lot of database, and then we don't need to pay a lot of money to replicate the data. We just only need to pay for what we use on the cloud. Reliability is, for example, EDR is the non-destructive continuous replication. Okay, so EDR can be replicate our data is RPO is in second and RTO is in a minute. So okay, we can I can say I can say the answer for the bond. So EDR can be their service level agreement, or we can say how many RPO and how many RTO can be get from if we use the AWS EDR. So RPO is in a second and RTO is in a minute. But it is depending also on the network bandwidth, because when the EDRs replicating our data from DC to the cloud, it is depending on the network range. If network is really slow, it cannot replicate the data immediately, and it can be uh, uh, large for the RPO. If now we can support a lot of higher bandwidth for the replication data from the on-premise to the cloud. Okay, AWS EDR where the RPO is already around in a second. So, okay. Another one is recover from the ransomware correction and human error. It means, for example, EDI is already replicate everything from DC to the DR. So in case and on a DC, we got some attack from the hacker, or some got some compromise, or we got some issue with the ransomware, and our data is gone. So we can replicate back from the DR side to the DC, and we can fix that kind of issue. Okay, so highly automated. Okay, to replicate and set up the DSI on the cloud using the AWS EDR, we don't need too much money. We don't need too much money. We don't need higher scale, because EDR is really easy to use and really easy to understand and really easy to set up. So we don't need to use too much money, and we don't need the CEO of the AWS. Okay, so we can train our employee in a short time, and we can set up our DSI on the cloud in a minute. Okay, so really easy to launch and really easy to test the trade test on the cloud, and it is we can go with the most of it's highly automated. We don't need to use manually everything. Okay, so as per the bone question, EDR can be RPO is can be in a second, and RTO will be around in a minute. But exactly number, it is depending on the network bandwidth range. If network is really slow, RTO and RPO will take time. If network we can support a lot of higher bandwidth, RTO and RPO can be very low. Okay, so okay, so AWS EDR UK. So okay, how can we use the AWS EDR for the DR? Okay, as I told you earlier, EDR can replicate everything from everywhere. Okay, source can be on-premise, or maybe other cloud vendor, or maybe same cloud vendor, for example, AWS, from a different region. For example, we would like to we would like to set up a DR and replicate from the DC on-premise to the cloud, or we can replicate, for example, from Azure to the AWS, or we would like to replicate, for example, AWS Tokyo region, from Tokyo region to the Singapore region. Okay, we can replicate anything from anywhere. Okay, so this is the AWS EDR. So there is the overview architecture. So okay, let's look a little bit today. So EDR have to install the DIS agent on the source server, because that replication agent need to install on the source server, because we have to replicate from the source server to the AWS DSI. So for the installation of the replication agent on the source server, we don't need to reboot the server. We don't. It is not impact on our server performance. I mean, sometimes some customer is worried. Hey, bro, if we install GIS agent on our source server, it is need to reboot, or it can be impact our application performance or server performance. No, no, bro, no. We don't need to worry about it. We don't need to reboot the server while installing the agent, and we don't. Agent is not impact on the application performance and application server performance. It is agent is quietly running behind the application and behind the server, and it will be communicate with the DIS dashboard via the agent protocol, and then we can see the agent status on our DSI dashboard. So AWS DI is we can use the DIS dashboard on the AWS management console. So we don't need to use the separate console for the disaster recovery. We can use the AWS management console because it is an AWS native solution. So okay, after installing agent on the source server, we can see the agent status and source server in the DIS dashboard, and then we can starting replication data from source to the our AWS environment. So on the AWS environment, it uses the two separate area. One is the staging area, and another one is a target area. We call recovery area. So staging area means we will be replicate source server from we will replicate the data from source server to the staging area, and we will keep the data as in the EBS volume, so elastic block storage. So we have to use a one replication server on the staging area because that server responsible to replicate data from source server to the AWS. So we have to run the 24/7 the replication server on the staging area, and that server will be running the every time they try to replicate the source server data from on-premise to the cloud. And then they will be keep our data on the cloud as an EBS solution. So we don't need to run a lot of server to replicate from on-premise or from source to AWS. Okay, so where we store the data as an EBS volume, and in case after finish the 100% replication, we can run the trade launch, or we can run the test instance on the recovery subnet. For example, okay, we replicate our server from source server to the AWS, and then we would like to run the trade test. Okay, for example, we would like to know if DR running on the cloud application can be running properly, or application working properly. We would like to know. So we can launch trade instance, and we can run the test instance, whatever we want. Okay. If DC is really going down on Sunday because of some issue, we can just launch the real recovery instance on the AWS. So when we launch the recovery instance, AWS will be use this volume because we replicate the source data to the AWS and store as EBS. So AWS will be use this volume and launch the recovery instance on the AWS, and DSI is going launch successfully on the AWS. So, okay, this is we call the failover process because we when the DC fail, we run the DSI on the cloud using the DIS. Is we call the failover solution. Okay, after fix the issue on the DC, we can run the feedback process. Feedback process means after successfully fix the issue on the DC and data center is really going up again successfully, so we can stop the instance on the cloud and we can run the feedback process. So while we run the feedback process, data will be replicated back to the DC because while we running the DR on the cloud, application can be update some data, or user will be access to the application and data will be changed a little bit or more. Okay, so while we run the feedback process, we will AWS DS will be replicate back the data from recovery target area to the data center. After that, successfully feedback and successfully replicated 100% from recovery site to the DC. Recovery subnet will be recovery instance will be shut down, and everything is going normal again. So it means we don't need to spend too much money for the DR. We just only need to use some money to replicate the data and store on the AWS. If we launch the recovery instance on the AWS, we have to pay for that kind of, for example, DC is going down for 4 hours. So we will run our recovery instance on the cloud 4 hours. So we just only need to pay the 4 hours. We don't need to pay a lot of money for it. We just need to pay what we use and how many hours we ran on the cloud. Okay, we don't need to spend too much money. Okay, that is one of the main benefits of the AWS EDR cloud EDR solution. So this is the overall architecture. Okay, so another one is the comprising of between a CloudEndure and AWS DIS solution. Because as I told you earlier, AWS DIS is an AWS native solution, and CloudEndure is the third-party solution integrate with the AWS. So CloudEndure will be expire soon, and AWS EDR will be used for the future, and it is the nature of native cloud DIS solution of the AWS. Okay, so what is the difference between CloudEndure and AWS EDR? Okay, the first one is a console and API. If we would like to use the CloudEndure, we have to use the separate management console because CloudEndure dashboard is separate from the AWS. So we have to use we cannot use the AWS management console. We have to use the CloudEndure management console as a separate. And then CloudEndure is not standard with the AWS API, software development kit, and command line interface because it is a separate product. Okay, if we use the AWS EDR solution, okay, we can use the same management console because EDR is the native solution of the AWS. So we can use the same AWS management console, and we can it is the standard with the AWS API, software development kit, and command line console. Okay, another comprising is AWS resource management. So CloudEndure is a legacy project. So this is CloudEndure have some blueprint, but that blueprint is not up to date with the AWS EC2. Okay, for the EDR solution, EDR is a native solution of the AWS. So EDR is compatible and data resource management. We can use with the we can use the AWS management console, and we can use the AWS launch template. We can use the AWS EC2 template. It is okay because it's the same management console, same vendor, and native solution of the AWS. Another one is a consumption model. Okay, CloudEndure is CloudEndure consumption model is an hourly metering. So we have to buy, we can use a subscribe from the AWS marketplace, and it need to use the additional end user license agreement. EDR is the same, nearly the same with the CloudEndure. EDR, their consumption model where we use the AWS billing dashboard. So if we use the EDR, same billing with the AWS. Pricing is not different. It's the same hourly rate for the source server, every source server. If for example, hourly rate is 0.028 cent USD. So if we run the 10 server, we can calculate for 24/7 and 10 days for 10 servers, for example. So pricing is the same with the CloudEndure and EDR. Okay, another comprising is the public internet access. Okay, so public internet access means if we install the cloud disaster recovery agent on the source server, it is need to use the internet or something. Yes, for the CloudEndure, yes, CloudEndure need to use the agent and need to use the internet to connect between CloudEndure dashboard and CloudEndure agent. We need to use the internet. Data will go through the internet. Okay, how about for the EDR? EDR is the native solution of the AWS. So sometimes we don't want to use the internet to connect with the agent and the dashboard. It's okay. We can use the other AWS private link, or we can use the AWS direct connect to connect the agent and the dashboard. We can use the private, okay, because it's the same. It is a AWS product or AWS native product. So we don't, if we don't want to use the internet, it's okay. We can use a AWS private connection to connect the agent and the dashboard. Okay, another comprising is non-destructive feedback testing. Yeah, okay. So for the CloudEndure, we can do feedback testing with non-destructive. Okay, no. So for the CloudEndure, no. If we would like to test the feedback, we need to stop the replication, the data from the source server to the cloud. Okay, for the cloud AWS EDR, yeah, yes, we can test the feedback testing non-destructive. Okay, so this is a compressing. So another compressing is areas region to region replication, because sometimes we have to set up the DR side from one region to another region. Okay, so it is support for the both product. So CloudEndure always can support the regional region replication and recovery. AWS EDR also support the regional region replication and recovery. Okay, how about for the region to region feedback? Because as I told you earlier, we have the two operation, failover and feedback. Okay, so how about for the feedback for the region to region? Okay, CloudEndure can support, yes, for the EDR. EDR also support the region to region feedback, but we need to set up some stuff as a manually. Okay, how about for the large scale feedback automation? Yes, EDR and CloudEndure can support that feature. How about for the separate account for staging and launching? It means staging area and launching area, we use a separate account. Yes, CloudEndure and EDR support that kind of feature. Okay, for the recovery region support that, it means we would like to can we use the, a lot of region to recovery. Okay, CloudEndure, yes, CloudEndure can support a lot of region for recovery, but except for the Jakarta, because Jakarta is the new region on the area. So currently it is not support for the Jakarta, but maybe in the future. And CloudEndure can support the areas government cloud and China region too. For the EDR, yes, EDR also the same with the CloudEndure. EDR can support the recovery region for all region on the AWS except for the Jakarta. As I told you, Jakarta is a new region of on the AWS. So currently it is not support, but maybe in the future. And EDR will not support the government cloud in China for now, because EDR is stay growing and growing now. So maybe in the future, EDR will be support a lot of feature more than the CloudEndure. Okay, for the compliant program, CloudEndure is currently it is compliant with the GDPR and HIPAA and ISO. For the EDR, EDR is only compliant for now. Is GDPR. Okay, so in the future, AWS EDR will be support a lot of compliant and a lot of feature more than the CloudEndure, because EDR is now, as I told you, now growing and growing. So will be support a lot of in near future. Okay, so that is the comparison of the EDR and CloudEndure. Okay, so for me today is that's all. I discussed about the why we need to use the CloudEndure and why we should use the CloudEndure solution, and what kind of CloudEndure solution can be used on the cloud. It is the cloud and AWS disaster recovery solution. Okay, so another speaker is who will be launched.
Okay, okay, thank you, Yeling.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you
Yep,
so much.
yep, thank you. Bong, sorry, Bong, do you have any question to ask for this session? If you have, you can raise your hand. So, okay. I think if no question, we can continue to the next session. Hello, Quang.
Hi, hello.
Yes, yes, hello. So,
Yeah,
you can start the next session now.
yeah, okay. Can you see me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can see
Yeah,
you.
yeah, okay. Maybe my camera is not working well. Okay. Yeah, I think yelling. You have to close the you are sharing.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay. Uh, okay. I'm going to share the screen. Okay. How about now? Can you see the screen, right?
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hi everyone. I'm Content, who is also from Myanmar, and I'm working at Cloud Solution Architect at the Renova Cloud. Today, I would like to share you about how we can implement the disaster recovery service in the AWS. Uh, it is detail about the architecture. It is detail about the deployment, best practice for the with the AWS disaster recovery service. Okay. Okay, I think some comment are already taken by already told by Jalen to you all. So I think I will move faster. I would like to introduce you that you are walk through like the let yeah like the pre-lab for you. Okay. This is also yeah discuss yelling. This is about the disaster recovery general architecture. Yeah, we will have to install the replication agent, especially disaster recovery agent to the your source server. It will replicate automatically to our staging area, to our staging server, replication server, and if the disaster recovery happen, it will fail over to the our target area. This is the target area. So this will launch the instant with the elastic plot store with the same like the Packer file, like the image, like the snapshot of your data from your the source server, yeah, to the recovery instant. Okay. The first thing we have to do is the install the agent at the your source server, and we have the connectivity, we have the domaining controller. Okay, for the installing agent, we can at least we at my presentation at least they are where we they have to be full give or a free disk pick on the root directory of your source server. Also RAM, the RAM should have to be more than at least 300 megabyte of RAM to run the replication agent, and also the operating system of the source server have to support the install agent. I think you can easily browse the which OS model, which OS version is supported by AWS Disaster Recovery Agent. I think almost the updated OS, almost the updated operating system uh, supported with the disaster recovery agent, but some other long ago OS were not support. I think you can easily browse the documentation at the Google about the operating system. Okay. Next thing is about the connectivity. We have the needed we have the powerful connection between your source server and our cloud environment. For them, if you would like to set up the disaster recovery for the on-premise server, you have to set it like the side-to-side PBM, or like the direct connect or something like this to connect with your on-premise environment to the AWS cloud environment. Okay, for this time, you also have to allow the additional posts that require for the disaster recovery service. Okay, another thing is about the domain controller. This is also the big issue. This is also the big essential need for the disaster recovery because we have to switch the domain to point to the edit environment. For the currently your example.com is pointed to the on-premise environment, and it is working well. But when the disaster recovery is happen, we you have to switch this domain, this example.com have to point to the cloud environment, our DR environment. I think if you to fulfill this, you can use Amazon Route 53 DNS service, and it has option for application recovery controller ASC. So you can easily automate the switching or your environment and domain with Amazon Route 53 also. Also, another thing you can do is the Cloudflare. CloudFlare also have the cutover feature, so it also can point to the from if the disaster recovery happen, if the disaster happen, it can automatically point to the cloud environment from instead of the on-premise environment. Okay, so this domain controller is also essential one. So you have to consider on your how when you have to implement the disaster recovery. So I would like to remind you this domain controller, selecting the suitable domain controller is also essential thing for the disaster recovery process. Okay, this is further architecture deep dive. Okay, it is also like after our disaster is already happen, if we automatically favors to the our on-premise environment. Okay, this is we have to use the favor client. Okay, this is this diagram show about the we are running with our application at the disaster recovery environment, but everything is okay, everything is back to normal at our on-premise data center. So we have to favor to the on-premise data center. Okay, for the favors, we have to install the favors client also, like the disaster recovery agent. We have to install the favor client also. You can easily download from the Amazon S3. You have to install this favorite client on the source of VM as you are source server, you are on-premise server. Okay, there is also connectivity. I think you may already have the additional connectivity for the TR. So I think this is also need one. I think if you already set up the connectivity between you are on premise and it was cloud environment, you are TR environment, you don't need to set it again for this because we can use the same side to side VPN or the same direct connect configuration for the connectivity between your on premise and your your TR AWS cloud environment. Okay, another thing is also domain controller. This is also I already explained to you. We have to use at least the domain controller that can switch automatically. It is more okay for you. However, you can easily update the DNS record. Sometimes the DNS propagation take more longer than 1 hour or 30 minutes or something like this. So if you don't would like to switch manually, you have to choose the right DNS controller for the application and to automatically switching from the on-premise and your disaster recovery environment. Yeah. Okay. Now. I would like to show you about the DS disaster recovery service user interface what through, and I would like to present how the field over is working at the our DR environment. Okay. Firstly, yeah. Okay. I would like to show you about Uh, currently I have the WordPress database, WordPress website at my this is you can assume that you can assume that this is the like the on-premise. This is our main primary website. So I have the WordPress website and I have the WordPress TV also. Okay. So at this time, I would like to implement the disaster recovery. Okay, first thing you have to do is I already told you you have to set up the disaster recovery service. You have to install the disaster recovery agent. You have to do some additional configuration for the our target area, our recovery instant. Okay. At this time, I would like to go. Firstly, I have to go to the AWS disaster recovery. You can easily search at the console at the listed disaster recovery service. You can easily, wait, let me, okay. And at this time, you can have you can have you can have the setting. This is about your replication server. You can edit, you can update, because yeah, like the which subnet you have to use for the staging area, your replication server. I already deployed the lab environment, so I can choose the CloudEndure staging. You can choose the replication server instance type. So it is about the instance size, which EC2 instance size you have to use. You can choose your set. You can choose your needs. And also about EVS polling, it is recommend the GP3 because it can provide more faster and more good throughput. Okay, this is about the replication server configuration. And okay, we have to install the next we already configured the replication server, our sorry, our staging area instance. We configured it. And now we have to install the agent. Okay, one more thing you have to do is we have to go to the IAM user. We have to give some appropriate permission for the IAM user that have to use with the disaster recovery agent. Okay, I already created for the disaster recovery agent in name like DRS agent user. We have to attach with the sorry, my line is just slow down. Okay, we have to create the DRS user with the programmatic access key. We have to attach the appropriate permission is like it was a listed disaster recovery agent installation policy. Okay, we have to use this user credential at our agent installation process. Okay, so at this time I already configure the replication server setting. I already set up the IAM user for the disaster recovery agent access. Okay, at this time, yeah, I already have the uh based in host that you can maybe my screen. uh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to wait. Uh, yeah, I think. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Because I am using widescreen. Sorry. Because it is just like the pasting hole, so I have to remote desktop to the Windows server that we have to use for the pasting hole. Okay. Okay. This way. Okay. Wait. Okay. Now I have to install the disaster recovery agent at our the web server because you can see you can see the disaster recovery source server. I already I already configure for the on-premise database DB WordPress DB. I already set up the replication agent at this server, so I have to install the replication agent at our server. Okay, our firstly my screen were to minimize. Yeah, our no worry, our sorry. I think 200 might be okay for me. Where's my terminal? Sorry. I don't know how we can use this. Okay, let me try like this. Okay, I think it is
Yeah,
more
I think the
clear.
last one, the 300 is good. Gone.
Okay. How about now? It is also too small.
Yeah, I think this one is better. Yeah, now it's better. Like this.
This. Okay. So now I already configured. Wait. Yeah, it is. Yeah, to because it is. I'm just a remote locking to the cloud
Yep.
server, a window cloud server. That is why there is also some lagging. Okay. Uh, so I have to at this time I have to install the cloud ADR agent. Okay, I will install the like it is just like we have to download the sorry, it's just like we can download we have to download the installer like one command. Yeah, it is just download the we you see we can have uh the Python installation installer file for the replication agent. After that, I just run the uh, configure for the configuration of the our agent. Okay. So at this time, I have to add some connection between the our source server and our AWS cloud environment. So at this time, I am using the AWS region. You can see this. I am doing this as the North Virginia region. So I have to choose the region as US East one. US. Sorry. USE one, and I have to give some access. This access key was this credential the user from user that I created for the disaster recovery agent. So you have to create the IAM user for the disaster recovery agent and download the access key. Okay, I just add the sorry. To see, okay, and just as a access key and secret key for the our disaster recovery agent user at our IAM user. After this I already def for the after that they were asked which disk you would like to replicate. Okay, now currently we have I have currently the server has only one disk. This is a def NVMe 0 and 1. So we just have to select uh, select the disk that you would like to this is you set up for the disaster recovery. So I just choose the default option because I would like to replicate all this. So just click on the just press on the enter, and uh, it will automatically set it download the replication agent and installing the replication agent on the source server. After this will automatically replicate to this data to the disaster recovery agent. Okay, so please wait for the while. I think it should be occur at this. Okay, wait a few minutes. But don't worry, as you don't have to wait for a lot because I already prepare another left environment that already that already replicate. Okay, see, this is after finish this replication configuration. This will happen in your latest disaster recovery console. So there is DB and there will be web. Okay, this is your source server. Okay, uh this is your source server. If everything is look like ready, you can start the initiate tree. Okay. Okay, one more thing. Okay, please wait. I think it will take just 2 to 3 minutes as my experience. It is still installing the agent. Okay. So for this we have to implement. You have to notice about the lens setting. Okay, what is land setting? Land setting is the setting that when the disaster recovery happen, the staging area have to implement the target area. So let's setting it every additional need for your state for your target area, for your recovery area. So you have to choose the easy to launch template. Okay, at this time for this environment, I already created the launch template with the T2 T3 small, and I already create the volume a gap. I already select the saturated group. I already select the subnet. Okay, you can easily configure at the launch template as you want. Okay, you can easily click on edit, and you can give like the template version is like the final version. Yeah, because you would like to change the instant type because current is too small, so you can easily change the instant type like yeah, T3 small instead of T3 small, you can choose T3 median. If you would like to add the key pair name, you can include, but at this time we haven't we want to use key pair. Also you can select the subnet to create the instant for your target area, for your recovery area. So I already select the target private because I would like to key the recovery instant to the target private subnet, and I would like to attach the security group with the target security group that was already created for the lab. So I just have to choose the target security group, and for the EBS volume, you can choose which volume type you have to use. It was would like to recommend GB3 because it is more powerful, and it has got throughput. So this is based on your consent. I will choose GB3, and after that we can easily click on create template version. So at this time the version was created. You see this is the default version is 2. That I already set it. The latest version is version number will be 3 because I just modify and I just update the version. To use the latest version, you just have to select the launch template, and you just have to click on action, and you can set the default version to the version 3 that I already add the name, like the discussion at the final, and select the default version. Okay, so at this time okay, so go back to the our source server, over to the our let's say the start recovery instant. Okay, let me refresh it again. Okay, yeah, server info. The last setting, the updated template, last template is applied, and after your disaster recovery happen, your target area might be with the T3 media instant. Okay, this is for your TI environment. Okay, go back to the previous one. How it's gone. During yeah, it is it is the replicating. Okay, during this environment, yeah, during the replication setting, it have some step like the some step to do, like the configuration setup, like the replication server, like the authentication with service, staging, creating staging disk, attaching staging disk, connect agent with the replication server, stat data transfer. These process have to do at this time. Okay, I think we have to wait a little minute for the to see the web what environment happen in here. Okay, so at this time, I would like to do the our my pre-configure. I would like to step the web on-premise environment, like the initial tray, to test our disaster recovery is it happen or not. Okay, you can see the data that you can use. You can choose point in time, which time, which replication time you would like to restore to the recovery instance. So I would like to use the use more recent data, and click on initiate tray. So yeah, so server is one so server is recovery job is creating. Okay, I would like to also do for the TV instant. Okay, also I would like to create the initiatory with the use most recent data, because we would like to get the uh, every up to date. Okay, initiatory, I think recovery job is creating. I think we will wait a few minutes. You see, yeah, we just created the recovery tree. I think we have to wait just a few minutes to complete the recovery instant is working, going up. Okay, yeah, this is about the disaster recovery, where how we can easily implement this, how we replicate the data from the on-premise, from the source server to the our TR environment, to our staging area, and how we can initiate the tree for our testing purpose. Okay, yeah, I think we have to wait a few minutes. Yeah, I think it will going as soon. I think, yeah, please, we have to look to the our easy to instant. Yeah, yeah, this is I think we just, yeah, it will manipulate to the recovery convention since server. Yeah, I think we have to wait a few minutes to happen our recovery instant app created there. Okay. At this time, which thing you would like to ask me about the, yeah, the disaster recovery console? Yeah, you can ask me, because we have to wait a few minutes. Okay, yeah, it is also haven't yet, I think. Yeah, okay. Okay, I can tell you. Okay, so I think yeah, it is our agent replication, our agent installation for web server is almost done. So it will occur at the our console, and you can easily see the how it is going on. Okay, see the replication is on progress. So the data is replicate from the source server to the staging area. Yeah, okay. Okay, that is uh yeah, okay, that is all. We have to wait a few minutes. It already show about the replication, but I think it is just like the first time initiating. That is why it will take a few time to complete this. For the later, after everything is in a ready state, it just replicate the new updated data from the our source server. So it will not take too long. But it may depend on your data amount. Yeah, if you have huge large amount of data, it will take more time. Okay. Okay, I think at this time, please wait, initiate trade. Yeah. You see, uh, yeah, our WordPress what on premise environment server is happened. Our sorry, recovery instant. You see, our WordPress was on-premise environment is already just created from the our disaster recovery process, because we just like at the tree. Okay, so I think it's almost finished about my one walkthrough because yeah. I think you can ask anything at the Q&A session. So I think my session is almost finished. Thanks for your time. Yeah. Let me know any other issue. Yeah. After Q&A discussion. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gokanta. So I will share my screen for
Yeah.
the last part of the session, which is AWS training and certification. So let me share my screen. Can you guys able to see my screen? Can someone confirm? Can you see my screen?
Yes, 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 yes. We can.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So, to those of you who doesn't know me, my name is Victoria. I am account manager from AWS, looking after Cambodia market. Since both the speaker from Renova has been presented long enough before me, so I'll take just less than 10 minutes of your time to share AWS free education training and certification and how you can access this through our AWS Skills Builder. So when we look into the market research surveys, the common challenges that 85% of the IT leaders are facing nowadays is to hire a cloud workforce, IT engineers, administrators, developers, and who have those people who have cloud skills. So they have planned to do major cloud transformation projects, but they can't hire cloud skills employees in their team. And in the results, the employees who has necessary cloud skills has been become high in demand in the market. So in order to resolve the shortage of cloud skill engineers in the market, right, AWS has come up with the free digital library, which consists of over 500 courses where the user can access the training on demand anytime, anywhere. So 500 digital courses are actually free of charge for all our customers to access, and that actually includes both foundational and advanced content such as machine learning, IoT, AI, and etc. More importantly, you have a choice to learn based on your role. So, for example, if you are a solution architect, you can actually learn the solution architect role-based training. If you are a developer, you can learn through developer role-based training. If you are a system administrator, you can learn through a system administrator role-based training. So you can choose the training based on your expertise levels. So it has inclusive of foundational, intermediate, and also the advanced training courses for you. So these digital courses, all 500 courses, are built by the AWS solution experts, and we continue to add new digital courses whenever we have new release of AWS services. So for the latest courses, you can actually access this under um, most recent information and training. So for this slide, I'm just going through a short comparison between free digital training, individual subscription, and the team subscription. So unfortunately, as of today, we do not have team subscription available in Cambodia yet. So for customers in Cambodia, you can have access for free digital training and the individual subscription. So a team subscription is currently available in 18 countries around the world. Specifically for Asia, it is available in Singapore, Japan, India, and South Korea. However, the walk around here is if you are located outside of those 18 countries, but your billing account, AWS billing account, is in one of those countries. For example, you are currently located in Cambodia, but your billing account is in Singapore, then you can purchase the team subscription using your Singapore billing account. So if your billing account or the business are not located in any of those countries, you will have to wait the team subscription released in Cambodia. I'm just sharing the team subscription slides and individual subscription just for your information. But if you really have a dedication to study, personally, I believe that a free digital training with 500 over courses is much more than enough for you to kickstart your cloud knowledge and understand better about our services. So in my next slides, I have actually would like to show you a short 1 minute video about AWS Cloud Quest, Cloud Practitioner. So this feature has been recently added in March 2022. So it's a few months back. And CloudQuest is a game-based learning module. So it's very much similar like your PS4 storyline-based game. In CloudQuest, you are assigned to develop a city using AWS products and services. To have a clearer overview, I will let you play the video and you can watch from the video. So let me play the video. Okay, it's loading.
To AWS CloudQuest, Cloud Practitioner, the newest way to build your AWS skills. CloudQuest is an open world role playing.
Okay. Oh, sorry, some technical issue. Let me play the video again.
Welcome to AWS CloudQuest, Cloud Practitioner, the newest way to build your AWS skills. CloudQuest is an open world role playing game that teaches you how to build real AWS solutions using cloud concepts and exercises. As a cloud practitioner, you'll venture on a journey to help the citizens in town transform their city by using cloud solutions. You can take your technical training to the next level by turning business problems into technical solutions through puzzles, simulations, and hands-on labs. As a foundational building block for skill building and career development, CloudQuest gives you control of your learning journey at your own pace. With tons of customizations, unique assignments, and game modes, CloudQuest is a continuous learning experience. You can earn rewards to unlock various character styles, pet companions, city themes, and vehicles. Dive into the world of AWS and embark on the quest.
Thank you for watching the video. So I hope you have a clearer overview of what CloudQuest is. So now I will go a little bit deeper into the contents, which is inclusive in the subscription offering. So subscription offering provide a same user experience as a free 500 digital courses, also known as the skill beta offering, but it has four additional features under the subscription offering. So the first one is AWS Builder Lab. So where the learner will have the access to have the live sandbox environment to develop AWS skills step by step without the risk of disruption and anticipated expenses. The second one is AWS Jam. So you can use the real customer scenarios and you can work with your team together on the hands-on lab to resolve the issues and find the solution together. The third one is you will have the access to official AWS certification practice exam papers. And the last one is the AWS CloudQuest. So the AWS CloudQuest actually have three learning paths. The first one is Cloud Practitioner. The second one is Serverless Developer part, and the third one is the Solution Architect part. So the Cloud Practitioner part you can access at free of charge under the free digital training courses. With the subscription offering, you will be able to unlock the other two part, which is Serverless Developer part and the Solution Architect part. So for subscription offering, we are currently charging at $29 per month. And if you are interested to going through the annual subscription, we are currently charging at $299 per annual. So individual subscription are purchased directly through the subscription page on explore.skillsbuilder.aws. However, the individual subscriber are required to create an AWS account and root account, or you can use your current AWS account, which you might already have. So you can either create a new one, or you can use the existing AWS account to go through with the subscription for individual subscription pricing. Okay. So which I keep it the best for the last. It's about the POC credits. So for AWS, we do have multiple funding programs that we provide to our customer. But one of the basics programs that we provide as a funding from our side is the POC credit funding. So if you are a customer who have a workload that you would like to develop on AWS, or you would like to migrate on AWS, you can actually let us know, the AWS team, including myself and the rest of my team members who I'll be introducing in the next slides. So you can request for the POC credits. So how does the POC credit works? So POC credit is a funding programs provided by the AWS to our customer, which we will be giving a credit to the customer 10% of annual revenue amount as 1 month POC credit. So let me make this simpler for you guys. So let's say if you're an AWS customer and your estimated billing per month you are expecting at 1,000 US dollars. So if you are using for a year, your billing for 1 year will be ended at 12,000 US dollar. So what we will do is we will take 10% of that 12,000 US dollar, which is 1,200 US dollar, as the POC credit, and we will fund that credit into your AWS account, and you can use that credit, and you can use that credit to test your workload during your POC period. So for you to request that POC credits, you will need to provide us the information on the type of workloads, application specifications, and your project launch timeline, and your 12-digit AWS account ID. So please make use of the POC credits and feel free to reach out to us. So we currently have 4 account managers supporting Cambodia market. So myself, and we have Shinchong, Danny, and Darren, and all of us are currently based out of Singapore, but we do travel to Cambodia very often. So please feel free to reach out to us, and we are happy to support to you guys. Thank you so much. And this is the end of my presentation. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I will stop share. So Tevi, so I think I will let it over to you to close the session, or do we have Q&A separately?
Yep. Thank you, Victoria. Okay, and also thank you for the other presenter, Yelin and Kwang, and also thank you for Alice for answering the attendee question. May I know if all of you, Bong, do you have any other question for us? If you have the question for us, you can raise your hand. Also, you can drop in the chat box. Okay, Bong, training center for AWS solution architecture. Okay, Victoria, for this question, can you suggest the best one for the training center for AWS solution architecture?
Okay, let me unmute myself. Okay, I've already unmuted myself. So, actually, right, I will need to come back to you on this question where we have the AWS training center in Cambodia. If I'm not wrong, we have one training center in Cambodia for you to take the AWS Associate Solution Architect. Nonetheless, right, Bong, you can also take the exam online as well. So some of our customer, what they do is they learn through free digital courses online, and they take the certification online as well. But if you would like to take it in the physical training center for the exam, I will have to come back to you with
Yeah,
the name.
this point I think I can suggest you because we Proseth Solution we also provide a testing center for Pearson VUE. Yeah, I'm also experienced myself. I taking the exam for the AWS cloud practitioner in Proseth Testing Center. So you can take the free course in AWS website, and then you can register the exam, and then choose the testing center with a Proseth Solution. Yeah, Proseth information testing center. Okay. Bong Suchit Bong is it okay for you?
Assistant untuk Toman Okon.
Chào Bong con Bong.
Akon Wang.
Okay, our team has put you guys that you can unmute yourself. So if you have question, you can also unmute and then ask your question. Okay, I think if no have any other question, we will move to the next session. I would like to request your time for 5 minutes to take our survey for the event. Okay, so our team will share the QR code for you. Yes. Okay. You, okay, so we would like to take your time for 5 minutes for your feedback, and also our team will drop another link in the chat box.